Okay, fruitcakes, gaslighting. I've wanted to speak about gaslighting for quite a while, but me being me, and if you've watched any of my videos before, you've listened to anything I've said, generally I can tend to be a bit too blunt with people. So honestly, I've tried in the last few weeks or months to just try to tone this subject down a bit to not be too offensive. It's just something in me that just wants to shoot from the hip. That's generally people can't really handle that. If you're not ready for it, it can be a little bit shocking. To me, it's kind of normal. Basically, right, to be blunt in a nutshell, I'll kind of hit you with it early on so you can maybe recover for the rest of the video. So we generate everything. Everything is, we are manifesting and creating every energy and every frequency and every object and every person and every situation and circumstance that enters our life. I am responsible for absolutely everything. I spent 4 years living in a car. Relationship ended, ran out of money. I am responsible. As I said in a recent video, flying into Mexico, stuck in Costa Rica airport, and they said, sorry, they wouldn't let me on the plane until I had a flight back out. Never happened to me before. Panic stations. I generated all that. I take responsibility for all of that. It's my responsibility of how I respond to these situations or react. Now, the terms such as, off the top of my head, empath, if there was a way to take these words out of society, out of our language, and flush them down the toilet, empath would be one of the top words, in my opinion, almost completely, entirely misunderstood. I've made a video about empath about 1.5 years ago, empath, so feel free to go back and listen to that. So when an empath is feeling the toxicity or the anger of someone else, my bad news is no, I'm very sorry. It's not the toxicity of other people that you're feeling. It's your own. It's within your body and being. It's within your spirit. The vibration is changing within your being, which means it's yours. So, but sadly, that doesn't get clicks on YouTube. If I should name my videos, maybe I should actually do that. Just bullshit. I can't bullshit in the video. I can't speak that 5 top tips to protect yourself as an empath. I'm just not good at that stuff. Now, my ego might say, I have just too much integrity. Honestly, it just doesn't fucking feel right. I feel like I'm basically I know that I'm lying to anyone who listens to this if I say that shit. I don't believe it. As I said many times, I've been in 35 ayahuasca ceremonies. Not once did I protect myself from entities or beings. I don't. It's all me. If I'm at home with the God within me, there's nothing. Why would God protect himself from consciousness? It doesn't make sense. Now, if you can present me with a good case, or if I have an experience that convinces me, here's a reason to protect myself, then I'll do it. As of yet, I have not encountered that. So I'm rambling on already. The gaslighting is the same thing. The gaslightee, the victim, is benefiting from this exchange. And you might ask, well, how would I've been gaslit? Well, trust me, I've had clients who've told me that they've been, gaslit by X, Y, and Z, or that they're followed by narcissists. They move across the country and narcissists end up working beside them, or their neighbor's a narcissist, or the new husband is a narcissist, all these kinds of things. I don't buy any of that stuff. All of these things is just a reflection of yourself. And trust me, I am frustrated that that's not a popular opinion, because I'd get more views. I'd have more clients. I'd have a big boat out in the harbor, and I'd have a Porsche in the driveway. But those views ain't popular. So maybe I should start naming these videos 5 ways to protect yourself from gaslighting. I'm going to think about that. I wonder, should I name that? Loads of people clicking, oh my God. And then they'll hear what I actually have to say and they go, what the fuck is he saying? I might do that. I'm gonna sit on that idea. So the gaslightee is drawing in the person who gaslights them. The gaslighter is the teacher. So he or she who enters your life, who gaslights you, who undermines you, is your teacher. They're exposing your lack of grounding and your lack of connectedness to your own spirit. You're not rooted in your own spirit. If you're rooted in your own spirit, if you're rooted in your own stomach, your own heart, your own instinct, you'll feel this person. You'll feel what they're doing. And you'll feel the dynamic between the two of you will change. The reason, if you have been gaslit or you have been duped by narcissists, is because you're not living in your heart or your core or your instincts. You're up here. You're listening to what they're saying. You're analyzing what they're saying. You're thinking about what they're saying. You're thinking about what you think. You're thinking about what you had for dinner. You're thinking about Netflix. You're always up here. So what they're giving you is information. There's no frequency to information. It's like text on a book, like on a page. It's all just text. So if I listen to the narcissist or the gaslighter from my core, from my body, I hear the text on the page. I also have color. There's a temperature. There's a flow. There's music. There's dance. What this person is saying, wow, it's all emanating towards me. So when I receive a text from a client, I can read the energy. And I've said this before. I've got texts from people who, today they send me, oh, I'm doing fine. It's a good day, blah, blah, blah. And yesterday they might have said exactly the same thing, word for word, but I can see that the energy is very different between the two things. And the reason is the text is being sent from here. What will I tell them? Oh, I'm doing really good. And there's no connection with the body. So if you found yourself a victim, and remember, there is no such thing as a victim, you have contracted this person. So if you found yourself on the receiving end of a gaslighter or a narcissist or any of these trendy terms these days, first of all, and I fucking guarantee you, this will improve your life. It'll improve and empower you. My role is I'm not a healer. My role is to try to empower people. And the problem with that is most of the planet just does not want to be empowered. They want politicians and celebrities and all these other clowns to fucking take care of them, protect them, decide what, free education. You look after my money, you protect me from the corona flu, all these kinds of things. There's a small percentage of people who want to be empowered. And I mean, if you're an animal in the zoo, you get fed 3-4 times a day. Your waste fecal matter is cleaned out. You're washed. There's running water. It's fantastic. You're not free though. So if you go out, you've got to catch your own food. You're at the mercy of other animals. It's dog eat dog, tiger eat tiger. I mean, you get old, you're going to get killed. You're going to get ripped fucking limb from limb. But while you're alive, you're going to live free. You're going to hunt if you want to survive. So what do you want? Now, if you want responsibility, if you want self-empowerment, if you want to wake up, you have to begin to take responsibility for these people that show up in your life, the narcissists or the gaslighters. They're teachers. And I'm not being fucking smart. These are some of the best keys for you changing your life. So I spent 4 years living in a car. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, but it was the most compact shift that I've had in this life. And who knows, but my awareness is that it's much greater than any shift I've had in previous lifetimes or many previous lifetimes. It was condensed into the boiler room, as I think it's Alan Watts talks about. If you can't meditate in a boiler room, you can't meditate. Meditation is not about, this life is not about just fucking skipping through and going skiing and lying on the beach. It's a classroom. It's a school for awakening, for expanding our consciousness. And the narcissist or the gaslighter that you enlist, that you contract, and that you draw into your life is here to show you something. In the example of the gaslighter, he or she is showing you how weak you are. They're showing you how easily led you are and undermined you are. Now, if this one person is doing that, and if you've had the wherewithal to name and identify this one person as a gaslighter, I've got a question for you. How many other people are undermining you or leading you astray day in and day out that you don't identify? Now, in a previous video, I talked about the mind and the weak. That voice is not you. That voice is unreliable. That's the voice that says, watch another hour of Netflix or have another glass of wine. That voice is not reliable. So as you work your way through your day and you've identified the gaslighter, it's him over there. Just stay clear of him and I'll be okay. I fucking guarantee you, I put money on it, that your kids or your partner, your coworkers, your neighbors, your family, they all do the same thing to degrees, but you're not at home in yourself. You're not grounded enough. You're not in your own heart and instinct to identify that they're doing similar things. And again, they ain't the problem. The problem is you. I know there's the victim term of like, oh, he's punching down. Yeah, I am. Yeah. And that's why I enjoy and I would support gaslighting in a different perspective. I'm fully in favor of gaslighting myself. This little voice, no, thank you. So while you watch this video, if you're being critical and you're feeling triggered or feeling defensive, first of all, that ain't your spirit. That's not your being. That's your ego. So I would encourage you or anyone around you to undermine your ego as much as possible. As it's coming in with little defensive terms. Oh, no, he's click the X, turn it off. Oh, I'm being triggered. Like, no, get triggered more. Undermine that little voice and allow the reactions and emotions to come up. We need more gaslighting in society, not less. This will awaken people. The more pressure people are put under, the more the faster they will grow and learn. So on gaslighting, undermine your own ego and take responsibility for these people who come in. But another thing that I wanted to say was, if you've come across a gaslighter in your life, let's say it was a year ago or 2 years ago, don't for a second think for yourself, oh, they're gone now. I guarantee you that there's other people who can do the same things or similar things, just more subtly. You just haven't recognized it yet. And again, it ain't them that's the problem. The more grounded you are in your own being, you can feel what people are saying to you. You have insight, you have awareness. The body moves, it's expanding and contracting. It's breathing the frequency and the energy of what people are communicating to us. We feel what the right thing to do is. I ain't using any of this in those moments, or I'm trying not to, I'm stepping away. Don't weigh up. It's all here. So I'm nearly out of time. Use the body. View these people as teachers. They're showing you what is within you. Be grateful for them. As you integrate those weaknesses or voids within you, of which there are many, you're at ease with these people. They're not going to take advantage of you or walk over you. They'll find somebody else to teach. They're gifts. So I think we need more gaslighting in society, especially internally. If we could all gaslight ourselves a little bit more, undermine that rattling mind. There's a quiet voice, an instinctive and intuitive voice, which is very helpful and healing, but the rattling mind is useless. Thanks for listening. Please like, share, and bookmark. Please, it helps with the algorithms. Click the fucking like button. Share it to someone. Do whatever you have to do. I welcome donations, and I appreciate donations that I've received of late. Thanks for listening. Be well.